Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm at this wonderful restaurant in Manhattan, and I've had some cocktails, so don't keep judging me, y'all. Judge me, I guess. But, oh my god, I had the best kale and chicken salad. So Richard allows me to drink in Manhattan. It's kind of my, vice when I'm here. But when I get to the Vegas, it's like straight lit sober. I already told them, don't let me have the car, don't let me go to the store for a month when I get home. Because I'm an alcoholic. But Richard lets me drink it in Manhattan. So I came to this place because I'm waiting to check in. And they had Wi-Fi and they have a place to charge. So Richard sent me these charging stations to charge my phone. They were car charging stations for like electric cars. I was like, Rich, that's not the right thing. But this place, I already showed you guys, but I ate it. And no bulimia. That was like so nourishing, so wonderful. So I haven't been on for a minute because I've been working so much. So much. I haven't slept in 2 days due to working and no stimulants. I told Rich to order me a drug test. No stimulants. I've had no stimulants besides alcohol. I don't think alcohol is a stimulant. I've had alcohol, yes, I've had alcohol. But I haven't had any drugs, no cocaine, no nothing. Cocaine is my only thing I ever do. And I haven't done that here. People have offered me. People have begged me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm 40 years old. I'm really over the cocaine thing. I'm just done with that. But anyways, I'm having the best time, but my phone is on the fritz. So earlier I talked about Rich, having to do my messages only because my phone is on the fritz. Normally I do my own messaging. My phone just went to completely down the toilet when I got to Manhattan. And if it wasn't the fact that I was forwarding, I would pretty much be in the toilet right now with science. I'm so irritated with my phone. Look at this, guys. I came to this place, it's not a coffee shop, so I want to charge my phone. It's not. Even though it said it, I'm like, not that I would order coffee. I haven't had coffee since 2018, but I was like, there's really not coffee here. It costs $40 here, but I'm charging my phone. So my hotel won't let me check in until 3, which is, soon. It's 10 minutes away, so. Yes, I've had some alcohol. All the haters, yes, Joy, alcoholic, had alcohol in Manhattan. But guess what? I made more last night than I make in a month in Vegas. So alcohol is the lowest level of it's yeah. When you deal with high dollars and that level of stress, alcohol is not the worst thing. That's why Richard is gives me freedom. But I'm trying to get a tattoo on my scars. But I went to the tattoo artist and they said, actually your scars will probably heal. Don't worry about it. Because I don't want tattoos. I have one tattoo on mom and brother and I regret it. But they said, actually, since your tattoos are just since March, from when I jumped out of the car, they said, actually, you'll probably heal. And we can't do a tattoo for about a year. Because I'm trying to cover up my scars with tattoos. Because I'm so embarrassed. Because I got the scars in March, and I haven't been to Manhattan since I had scars. And all my clients are like, what happened to you? And I'm like, I had a city bike accident. Because what am I going to say? I jumped out of a car like an effing moron. I'm just so embarrassing. So my guy was like, I have known so many girls that get in city bike accidents, but never a guy. Only girls get in city bike accidents. And I was like, yeah, that's me. But anyway, so I worked all Wednesday night. Didn't sleep. I saw a client I'd known for years. All through the night. A 4-hour client. And then on Thursday night, I saw another 4-hour client that was a new client. He wanted to see me today, but I'm like, I don't even know if I can see him again. He just literally drove me out of my mind, but money's money. He wanted me to stay longer. I deserve that money. I was like, dude, I'm tired. He's like, how about some cocaine? I was like, no, I'm good. I haven't done one drug since I've been here except for weed. So I'm gonna do a weed test, not a weed test, a drug test when I get home because you don't understand. I'm like turning down cocaine like every single night. I'm not into it. I'm 40 years old. Maybe when I was 25, but I'm 40. My client's like, you're not 40. You look 30. I'm like, thanks. That's not true. They're like 40. I clearly have the skin of a 40-year-old. But thank you for being sweet. But I clearly am 40. Like, it's like no joke. I'm not 30. I'm not 20. I'm 40. But this night wants to see me again, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can deal with him. He's like 20, and I'm like 40. And I'm like, I know. Like, thank you for the compliment, but I am like an old lady. And she's like in love with me already. And I'm like, no. You don't understand. Like, you gotta like make the delineation of my job and reality. Like, as much as you think you love me, like, you don't. You don't. Like, you don't. But it's weird, like this young boy who's like, I call him young, but in his 20s, I'm 40. Not young in the sense of like underage. Get out of here with you guys. Richard is not a pedophile. Anyone who calls Richard a pedophile, get the F out of town. Richard is not a pedophile. I'm sorry, you guys, with that derogative, with that, like, so apparently Ava has a hard-on for us and is doing a stream about me because it creates traction for her.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Ava today.
On a different note. Yes, I got drunk in New York City, but I'm not that effing interesting. I swear to effing God. You know what I mean? I'm not that interesting. I am just a girl that gets lonely without my family. Like, in Vegas, I have no problem, but everyone in the dog here makes me miss Casper. Because I'm like, I want my money. I told Rachel, like, you better brush him. He's putting him on a diet, which is good. I'm gonna weigh him when I get home. I hope he's less than 10 pounds. If Rich did good, he should be close to 5 instead of 10 pounds.
Casper is extremely skinny. He's doing really good. Yeah.
I miss him like a fat.
Yeah, he's like a normal bunny now. So.
Oh. I feel like the worst bunny mama ever, but like the reason why I overfed him is when he got neutered, he like went into depression. So I was like, oh, have a carrot, Casper, since you have no balls. But like, okay, so I came to this place. Yes, I've been drinking, you guys. So hate on me till the end of the earth. Ava and your followers. But guess what? The amount of money I made in one weekend is more I make than a month in Vegas. So like, the level of like stress and anxiety and just like things you have to do. Like, yes, I drink in Manhattan, okay? Yes, I drink in Manhattan, okay? get your shorts out of your little, like, out of your ass, stuck up in your wedgie shorts. Because when I get home, I don't do this. But in Vegas, in Manhattan, not in Vegas, in Manhattan, yeah, I'm here by myself. I'm dealing with, like, the most insane level of clients and, like, drugs. I turn down drugs every single day here. Clients are saying, do you want cocaine? And I go, no, I'm good. And I want to take, like, a drug test. I'm like, oh, because I have not done anything. And I haven't slept in 2 days, not from a stimulant, just because I've been working. And when you work all night in Manhattan, it's hard to sleep. I don't know. It doesn't require a stimulant of a drug. It's just like you feel like lifted. Like you're like, oh my God, I made more than I could make in a month and one night. So I'm like euphoric. You know what I mean? I'm changing hotels today, which this hotel was like, sorry, we're fully booked, so we can't give you a place till like 3. So how much? It's almost 3. But I'm like, okay, so I've been literally walking around, and Rich said, my phone went to nothing because, get this, my phone has been in the fritz since we got here. Like, I don't receive any messages. Only Rich does, because I forward to him. But don't think like he is the one that does messages. I normally do. I don't see my own messages. The only reason why I see them is because we forward. It's this weird glitch that if we didn't forward, I would think no one was texting me. I would have zero business. So it's not that Richard is doing my calls. It's that I won't see anything unless Richard helps me. Because it's going to his phone, it's not coming to mine. He sees messages that are supposed to come to my phone, only go to his. And if we didn't forward all of our text messages, I would think no one in Manhattan wanted to see me. I would have missed like copious amounts of money. We have paid for like 3 months of mortgage, every single bill, like everything is what I've done already. But if Richard didn't see my messages, we would have had nothing. So if I didn't forward my message, I called Apple. They're like, oh, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with your phone. I went into AT&T. They're like, oh, it's an Apple issue. I'm like, really? Both you guys can't help me? They're saying that since I message people, because I message my old clients, and if any of them mark me as spam, then I'm like marked as spam forever. Like if I message people I already know, but like maybe they have a girlfriend or wife now, and if you know that Marcus spam, like if anyone messages you, don't do that unless you really mean it, because that ruins people's lives. So I message some people that have seen me before. I'm not messaging strangers, but maybe people that maybe like after 2 years now have a girlfriend or wife, just saying Marcus spam because they don't want their wife to see or girlfriend. That ruins your iPhone forever. Forever. I called Apple and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. You're hacked. My earphone fell on my ear and I effing cable and wasted per use in Manhattan. And I'm effing drunk. And y'all can hate on me. The Rich is accepted that I get drunk in Manhattan, but I'll never get drunk in Vegas. So I went to a tattoo artist about my scars. They said they're gonna go away. They said put sunscreen on them, and we can't do a tattoo for about a year. But they said highly likely they'll go away. You know my scars from jumping out of the effing car like an effing moron. I'm not saying the F word because apparently YouTube doesn't like it, so I'm saying effing. Yeah, I showed them, can you do anything for this scar or the scar? And they were like, when did you get those again, Mark? So I said, no, that's too soon, sorry. But I want to get a Sin City girl tattoo on the part that looks like bruises if it doesn't go away. And I want to get a Met tattoo on my hip. So that's what I'm thinking, but they said just wait for about a year and your scars might heal up quite a bit. Thank goodness, I feel like an effing moron. Sorry, I keep saying effing, but I'm trying not to say vulgar words here. But I have never eaten something as delicious as I give like a $15 tip too. It's like, Rich, send me some food. I can't pay these guys because I got to check into my hotel. My hotel won't let me check in until like 3. So like wandering out. I had to pee so bad. And I go by all these parks, no public restroom. And I finally go to this one park, this like the organization of parks, and I say, is there a park close that has a restroom? And they were like, yeah, just walk about a mile away, you'll find a park that has a restroom. And I was like, thank you. I'm about to piss my shorts until now. But I was like, really? Like, because usually the public parks have public restrooms. But the park organization did not have a public restroom. It said literally on the door, no public restrooms. I walk in, I see you say no public restrooms, but is there anywhere near that has a public restroom? Because I were like about to lose it. And they were like, yeah, just walk about a mile. There's a park that has a restroom. I was almost going to go to my hotel that I got kicked out of and go in and say, hey, you guys know me, but can I use your restroom? But I was like, nah. Like, I just couldn't. I walked by them like 5 times, and I was like, man, I just can't degrade myself to that level. They kicked me out of that hotel. I mean, they said I could stay, but that was these guys doxed me, called me like 97 times. I was like, Jesus, that's gonna be so embarrassing as much as they know me. Like, that's too much. But I was about to piss my shorts. And like my hotel was like bizarre. And get this, my phone died and I couldn't even find my hotel because I haven't been there yet. All I did was like drop off my bags and I was like, oh no, I don't know where my hotel is and my phone is dead. So I asked these complete strangers, I say, I'm really sorry, this is embarrassing, but is there any way you can look up my hotel? Because my phone is dead, I don't know where I'm at. I cannot get to my own hotel. Can you please like look up the address? And I tell them the hotel, and they're like, there's no hotel down here. And I have that name, and I said, there really is. Look it up on your phone, it's this and this. And they were like, oh, you're right, there is. It's only a couple blocks away. You've only walked a little far away. And I was like, oh my God, it was so embarrassing because I don't like to bother complete strangers. So I hear A to the G is doing a whole vlog about me. You do realize she only does vlogs about me because it gets her traction. Like, do something about yourself, girl. I'm not that interesting, but apparently I am because if she talks about me, apparently her channel goes through the moon. So like, I wish my channel went through the moon talking about me. Apparently when you talk about me, my channel, but whatever. But yes, people want to hate on me for drinking alcohol, and oh my God, last night I freaked out again because I woke up and I couldn't find my phone. And I told Rich to go F himself like I do every time when I'm drunk because I'm a horribly mean drunk. So I get up at like midnight and I was like, oh dear, I lost my phone, I lost my earphones. Like I couldn't find anything. And I was like, I have a small room. Like this is bad. That means I lost it for good. I was like freaking the F out. Like I was like, oh my God. I got so drunk, I lost my phone, I lost my earphones. This is bad. I can't even like function without a phone. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking all over my room. I'm freaking out because I wake up in a drunken state and I go, oh God, I'm freaking out. This is last night. Apparently, I got mad at Rich. Thank you so much. Thank you. This, wait, let me show you. This is the best ever. Best ever food. That guy is the bomb diggity. Oh my God, he's my favorite waiter ever. Okay. So anywho, this food I can't even describe the level of satisfaction of kale and chicken. And he's the bomb diggity. He recommended it. And so I gave him like a $15 tip on top of like a $40 order for this stupid thing. But I was Rich, keep sending me some money back to my account because this place is like top notch. But anywho, so that salad thing that I ate was kale and chicken. I've never had something more satisfying. And I have no desire to vomit it on any level. It was just like completely what you needed for protein and maybe a little greens. Oh, I would eat that every day if I was like $40. So F that. But anywho, so I have been working so much. I haven't slept in 2 days. I have not. And not due to stimulants. I haven't done one drug. I told Rich, order me a drug test. Nothing. The only thing I've done is a little alcohol. But I saw clients for an entire night on Thursday, entire night on Wednesday, entire night on Thursday. And the client that saw me on Thursday wants to see me today for an entire night. And I'm like, I just can again with the level of exhaustion. But I can't explain the level of money. Like, we have paid for everything in Vegas. I mean, Gloria's like, she's licking my ass. I mean, she's like, and I called Gloria when I was drunk the other day because I couldn't get a hold of Richard. And Gloria's like, Rich, you gotta give Joy some space when she gets drunk in Manhattan because like she's doing things that no one else can accomplish. Like, give her some space. Let her drink when she's in Manhattan. But I will not drink in New York. And I told Richard, do not give me access to any sort of money until give me access to the car when I get back for at least a month. And I've already told him that, and he said, okay. Because I said, I might drink here, but I do not want to ever drink in Vegas. I said, no, I'm not trustworthy when I first get off alcohol. Don't let me go to the store. Don't let me do anything when I get home. Keep me at home for at least a month to get off my addiction. And it's bad here. I did one day sober, and the next day I slipped up. And I called Richard, and I was like, I feel like the biggest F up. And he's like, Joy, don't worry about it, which is super fortunate. Because usually he's got mad, but he kind of understands that, like, it's tough being here. And I see these clients for like 9 hours at a time. The last 2 clients I saw were 4 hours and 5 hours. And I'm not going to get into the details, but I'm telling you, it was the entire time of me working for 4 and 5 hours. The entire time doing what I do. Not getting into explicits. But I was like, some clients are a little bit more like considerate. Like, be like, oh, are you getting tired? Both of them were like, I'd be like, I'm getting tired. My elbow was giving out with one client because of what I was doing. And I said, my elbow is giving out because I had injured it from jumping out of the car. And I was like, please, can I take a break? And he's like, sure. And then 30 seconds later, he was like, get back to work. No, I was like, I literally was like in excruciating pain because my elbow is still messed up from when I jumped out of the car. And I was like, this is what I do. But that was my client I hadn't seen since 2022. And he used to see me 3 to 4 times a week for like copious amounts of money. And I'm not getting into what he does, but let's just say porn. And I mean, the amount of porn I have seen this trip. Woo! Anywho, let's not go there. But it did turn me on. I was like, wow, porn has gotten better. Wow, since I watched it. But imagine watching like 5 hours of porn. Anywho, okay, let's not go there. But okay. Let's not go there. Rich is gonna stop me now.
What are you talking about in here? I'm in the bathroom for 5 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? All right. You're right, though. I have to do this thing. The whole thing is mom gave me a big lecture about giving Joy space. Yeah,
Rich,
because it's stressful. It's very, very stressful.
Stop talking. You're an effing moron when you're drunk and talk. But yeah. I mean, it's just a different vibe here. I mean, the whole vibe is like party.
I know, man. I know. I love New York City.
I am like not into any drugs. I'm like, Rich, give me a drug test.
Like
I haven't done anything But alcohol, yeah, I slipped up on alcohol. Then I've done one drug. I've barely even done weed. I gave all my weed to homeless people. Do you not, Rich? I gave my syringes to.
Oh, what? I know you give all your shit away. It drives me crazy.
But it's so sweet because I walk
tipping
by these homeless
this
people and
guy's
I
like
go
40%.
I go like, do you like weed? And they go, yeah. And even when I had alcohol, I go, do you like alcohol? And they're like, yeah. I've given away like 7 hard ciders of alcohol to homeless people and about 5 syringes of alcohol, of weed to homeless people. And they were like so effing happy. And I was like, I feel good about that. Because I go, do you like alcohol or do you like weed? And I give them, like, if I have a syringe, I'll give it to them. If I have, like, because I get these stupid hard cider damn things. They're like a mix between a wine and a cider. They're made in Hampton, New York. So I gave them one of those apple orchard things because they are so much sugar. So I give me these hard ciders that are from the Hamptons. And they're like $20 for like 4 bottles of these stupid hard ciders. They're not very sweet. They're like more like an alcohol. They're like it's called like rose beige or something. I don't even know. But I gave like 95% away. Because I've bought them a couple times, and when I walk around the city, I'm like, do you like alcohol? To every homeless person I see, they're like, yeah. And I'm like, here you go. And I give them like a bottle of these little things. And so, which is good because I'm an alcoholic. I don't need to drink them. But like, they're like so elated, and I feel good about that. I'm like, I probably shouldn't contributing to their addiction, but F it. Right? Sorry, I'm. I'm getting the hiccups because I'm a drunk. But on another note, everyone wants to hate on me, but guess what? Okay, I'm getting the hiccups. Hold on. This guy. I can stop cold turkey. Oh, I had the cold sweats the other night. I stopped cold turkey for one day, and I sweated my ass off. Trying to. Sorry, I have the hiccups. This is bad. Excuse me, I'm embarrassed. Oh, excuse me. So, anywho. I like this water that goes. I got the hiccups because I'm a drunken alcoholic. Anyways. So, anywho. I felt so satisfied giving those drinks away because, like, the lateness of these guys was like, I said, do you drink alcohol? Because not every homeless person drinks alcohol. I don't know if you're right. Sometimes you ask that and they're like, no. They're like, what are you here for? What are you on the street for? But like, yes, a drug. But anyhow, most of them are like, yeah. So I've given about 10 to 15 ciders away. And probably anywhere like $50 away. Richard is going to lose his shorts to homeless people. But that's just me. And there's this movie called Beaches with Elizabeth Hurley and Bette Midler. And she lived in Manhattan, and she gave money and alcohol to the lady that was a homeless person outside. Oh, when I'm here, sorry, I'm gonna make this. Sorry, y'all, I hate it. Whatever. Manhattan making more money than I make in a month, so yeah, I drink a little. Okay, you get your shorts out of your up in your crack, okay? But there's this video called Beaches with my mom's. Oh Jesus. My mom's favorite video ever called Beaches. And in that, the lady's in Manhattan, and she gives money and booze to the lady on the corner. And every time I do that, I feel like Bette Midler. And I realized that even though we struggle for money, like, I have enough to help homeless people. Does that make sense? And sometimes Rich gets mad, because when I first met him, I stumbled over to his bar, and I told him I gave $20 to a homeless person. He was like, why would you do that? And I was like, I don't know. I just feel led to do that. I don't give 20 a here. I get like 5, 10. But I don't know. Because I'm like, you know what? People judge homeless people, but I don't. I don't. They're just going through something at the minute, and F you for judging them. And I've been homeless by choice. Everyone is homeless by choice. I mean, you just go, I'm tired with society judging me. I'm tired with society's rules. F it, right? Okay, I did it for about 2 months, and I was like, I'm done with that, and I want to go back to work. But while I was homeless, I still worked. If you guys don't know. Yeah, I still worked while I was homeless. So it wasn't like a complete F to my job. It was just like a much harder way to do my job. Yeah, I worked while I was homeless. And I was like, why am I degrading myself to this level? I used to make like copious amounts of money, and now I'm like doing like nothing, being homeless. But I needed to go through that because I wanted to. Like, I was done with my job for a second after Manhattan, but now I'm like fully like back on because you know what? The people I see, I've seen for years. And people think that like me seeing repeats is a bad thing. Do you understand that's the best compliment you can ever receive? Because someone wants to see you again when they pay you copious amounts of money. Do you understand the level of compliment that is? And like the guy I saw last night was a new client that I had to turn him down for copious amounts of money because I was exhausted. I'd been working since Wednesday night, and this is now Thursday night. I hadn't slept in 2 days. I had to check out my hotel, and I was like, dude, I have to go. He wanted me to stay all night. He's trying to see me today. And I'm just like, dude, I need to rest. I haven't slept since Wednesday morning and not do the stimulants due to working. I worked all night Wednesday, and I worked all night Thursday. All night. If you guys know my rate, if anyone knows my rate, so will say, that's per hour, all night and all day. So, I mean, we have paid for everything. Everything. We have like 3 months of mortgage paid. We got my car payment paid. We got all the utilities paid. We got all the credit cards paid. We have everything paid, and we're still sitting on money. So I'm like, I feel good. And the other day, I got so wasted drunk that I passed out, and I went off on Rich because I was mad at my dad. So it was Father's Day, and I texted my dad and sister. Of course, no response. Of course. So I stole $40 from my dad in about 2008. This is the year my brother died and my mom had died in 2005. I needed it to get gas for work. That's why the only reason why I would take it for my dad. I wouldn't take it for food. Even though I was bulimic, I wouldn't take it for food for my dad. I took it for gas money. And my dad kicked me out and basically hasn't talked to me since. Over $40. I'm not kidding, over $40. And he said, Joy, I would never steal. I can't believe you stole from me. That is the worst thing ever. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever like taken money out of your mother or father's checkbook, like, pocketbook or something. This is the only time I've ever done it in my entire life. $40 and my dad will never speak to me again. So on Father's Day, I was having like these sadness about my dad because I used to be close to my dad. I'm like Grace in bed with my dad until I met Rich. Like my dad, me and him used to do rallies. I would have to be his navigator. We do these rallies we do these like Aston Martin rallies and these SVX rallies and all of these things during the the World Rally Championships for Subaru and stuff. All these things. And $40 that my dad was done with me forever. That's how greedy he is. And I only did it due to my bulimia. It wasn't any sort of it wasn't alcohol at that time. It wasn't a drug. It was just bulimia. And the only reason I did it because I couldn't get to work. I couldn't ask him for money because he would say, "Where'd you spend your money? You obviously don't bulimia." So one time I went to Smith's in Vancouver, Washington, and I bought something for like $1 and got a $40 back, cashback thing. My dad went ape shit on Smith's. He called them and just went off on them until I realized that I used my own like Smith's rewards card with that purchase. And he was like, oh, it's my daughter. And then he was like mortified. So he called me and I was already in like not a good state. And he called me and he said, Joy, we're done with you. You stole $40. Get out of our place. This is literally like a year after my mom and brother had died. Well, a year, okay, 2 years my mom had died. That year my brother died. And I was trying to like maintain my level of sanity. And he was like, I'm so ashamed of you. You're a disgrace. And get out. And that night, I tried to kill myself. Like, for real. For real. Like, I've tried to kill myself 3 times. It just didn't work out, which is really frustrating. It doesn't work out. Like, I OD'd on pills, but when you OD on pills, you just vomit them. And my dad was like, oh, you're trying to get attention. And I was like, no, I was done, Dad. Like, I didn't try to get attention. I didn't think I was this. So my stepmom made me go to my dad's hospital, because my dad went to the hospital, and embarrassed my dad and embarrassed me and cost me $4,000 in medical bills due to my suicide attempt. And I was like, thanks, that's helpful. And so after that, my dad was like, I'm done with you. You embarrassed me at my work. Like, you're ashamed of the family and stuff. So my dad won't talk to me. But so on Father's Day, I got a little emotional. And also, it was my brother's anniversary of his death on June 14th, Justin. And like, I just tried to reach out to them. Of course, nothing. No response. My dad or my sister, nothing. My sister used to respond, but now apparently she's done with it now too. But those things like definitely affect me. Like, it hurts my soul. And people say they're talking to my family, not an effing chance. My family has nothing to do with social media. They are not on any social media platform. Nor would they give 2 effing poops if you guys texted them. They would think you were nuts. They don't care at all. My dad barely cares about himself. I mean, to get him to care about his 2 daughters, forget about it. I think he has Asperger's. He doesn't give a crap. He never has. And so when you were exactly talking to my family, I'm like, I wish you were talking to my family. I wish you were talking to my family. But they would never respond to anyone ever. They don't care. They don't care about me, and they definitely don't care about me YouTube posting content anymore. It's like unfathomable. It's ridiculous to think that you're talking to my family. Like, I laugh out loud thinking that you guys are talking about my sister or dad. Good luck. Good effing luck talking to either of them. They won't talk to anybody. My sister is in bumfuck Egypt, Idaho, and my dad only cares about riding his bicycle. He doesn't care about his daughters. He doesn't care about his grandson from my sister. He doesn't care about his wife. He doesn't care about my mom. He doesn't care about anything except for reading books and riding his bicycle. So when you guys act like you're talking to my family, you are out of your mind. I wish you were talking to my family. But I guarantee there's no way my family would talk to you. They don't give 2 F's about you guys or me or anyone but themselves. They do not. My dad has never cared about me. My dad, as soon as he married my stepmom, said, either love your stepmom or I'm disowning you. When I was like 5 years old. My dad does not care. Neither does my sister. So good luck getting them to care about me. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And you guys are delusional if you try to say you're talking to my family, because they don't care. They want nothing to do with me. They want nothing to do with YouTube. They want nothing to do with anything related to my life. So I laugh out loud. If you guys talk to my family, I would applaud you. But you have not. I guarantee. They basically hate me because they've hated me since I was a child because I was close to my mom. And once my dad left my mom, My stepmom hated my mom, so I was the outcast since I was like 6 years old. I mean, my dad met my stepmom when I was 4, but he left my mom when I was 6. Since basically I was 4, my dad could give literally 2 shits about me and my sister. So good luck getting my dad to talk to you guys, because he doesn't care. He never will. He never has. Good luck. Good luck. Try to get a hold of my dad. I commend you for trying to talk to my dad about me. He would hang up the phone nor answer it. So there you go. It's just the way it is, okay? There's a Ferrari. That's nice. Wow. Hello, Ferrari. In my mountain. Anywho. But I laugh because I get really. My dad and sister won't even talk to me. If they were to talk to a complete stranger, one thing my family would never talk to strangers. It's not in the blood. And they hate social media. My sister is using some weird platform like for like I think she called it Marco Polo. You guys heard of Marco Polo? That's the only platform my sister's on, and apparently it's for like if you have kids. That's the platform my sister has been on, and will never be on another platform. She subscribed to me, but I don't even think she's looked since she subscribed. She wants nothing to do with YouTube, nothing to do with Facebook, nothing to do with Twitter. Good luck getting a hold of my older sister. She would give 2 flying F's about me or anything, okay? So I laugh when you guys try to act my family. Good luck, okay? But anywho, I'm about to go to my hotel because it's almost time to check in. But I want to check in because Ava apparently is doing a stream on me because apparently I'm the most interesting thing on the planet. Which I'm like, really? Me, Jedi Joy, is interesting? I don't even get it. Honestly, I'm not that holier now about myself. I don't even get it. I don't even know why any of you guys aren't listening to me, honestly, but thank you. But I'm like, I'm not that interesting. I'm really not that interesting. When I get drunk, great, but everyone gets drunk. How interesting is a drunk person? Get out of here. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, but I'm just shocked that I'm so much traction on YouTube. I'm like, really? This place is phenomenal. I'm sure about it. I gotta get out of here. Anything. I'm just like, really, you guys? Like, talking. Thank you so much. You know, this place has just been top notch. I give like a $15 tip until like $40 order. But I've been very impressed. And that kale chicken thing is the best thing I've ever ate. And I have no desire to throw it up. It's just like so satisfying and wonderful. And I haven't eaten anything today, so it was just like wonderful. It's about time to check in my hotel. I couldn't even find my hotel earlier because my phone died. And I was like, oh dear. So I dropped off my bags. They allow you to drop off your bags. But then my phone died and I was like, I don't know where my hotel is. This is bad. So I asked these strangers, like, excuse me, I know this is weird. This man was in like a wheelchair and his wife and I said, I'm sorry to bother you, but is there any way you can look at my hotel? And my phone died and I don't know where I'm going. And they were like, that hotel doesn't exist down here. And I was like, no, it does. Can you please just look it up? It does. And they looked up, oh, you're just like 2 blocks away. I was like, oh, thank you. But at first they were like, that hotel doesn't exist where you're at. And I'm like, no, it really does. So I was just there like 5 minutes ago, but I forgot where I went. So I went back to my hotel to charge the phone. There was like 97 people in the lobby and it was awkward. And I didn't want to get doxxed. But this client saw me last night, wants to see me again. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I can take like another night with this person. Like, it's so physically demanding. But I'm right near where he lives. Like, I went and saw him last night. I was in a different hotel. Now I'm literally like a half a block from where he is. I'm like, which is like, maybe you should consider because you're literally a half a block. I was like, yeah, I know. Probably will. He wasn't horrible, he just irritated me. Most of my clients in New York like are cool, but they irritate the F out of me because they're like uber demanding and like think I'm their girlfriend, and I'm like, if you only knew. But anywho, I tried to get a tattoo today, but they told me my scars will probably heal. Did I tell you guys that? Oh, look at you tanning. Oh my god. So jealous. You can't tan in Manhattan.
No. Nah.
Not a
Nah.
chance.
Not a chance. So, like,
But
basically what you're saying is your dad is like the opposite of Ben Thorpe.
Probably. My dad is like what you call a dickhead.
Like Ben is totally in Grace's life. Your dad is like the opposite of that.
My dad has never, when I was in the Air Force, my dad only visited when I gave him an award. And my mom was mortified that I gave it to my dad. Because he had visited me like 97 times. I exaggerate on that. But my mom had come about 10 times. My dad never. And I gave him an award and he like ran out to Oklahoma City for his award. And my mom was mortified. And I still feel bad for giving my dad the award to pin on my wings. So it's a big honor to let someone pin on your wings. Because
why didn't you give it to your mom? Was it supposed to go to your dad?
Because my dad was the one that got me to go in the Air Force is the reason why I thought that. But that devastated my mom. That might be the end. That might be like her demise. People blame me. Probably it's my fault because I didn't steal from my mom. She set up her credit card to my overdraft thing, and it was it was like $1,000, and she lost her shorts over it. You guys said I stole this money from them. I did not. She set up her overdraft to her credit card, and I didn't know it was overdrafting because I was young and stupid.
Yeah, I've done that.
She lost her shorts on that, but like
I remember when that happened too, because I did the same thing. Like I had no idea. Like when I signed up for overdraft protection, I thought the bank was going to cover my check, like they do.
I didn't know they charge you extra fees too.
I didn't know they start drawing out of another account. I had another account. I thought they were
charge you. They charge you for each time that happens. I had no idea. So my mom called me like belligerent about that, but it was like $1,000. So you guys like act like that's no. Listen. I never stole from my mom. She set it up and then she said, "Joy, you spent too much." And I was like, I'm sorry. And then my mom went into a deep depression that wasn't me related. I blame myself, but it wasn't me related because my mom has always been bipolar. She's manic depressive, and when I was 5 years old, she went into the deepest depression ever. And then she went into that again when I was 20. And people try to say it's my fault. And thank you for saying that because like I already blame myself, but it's not my fault.
Hey, Siobhan, I think she's talking to you about that, baby.
Oh wait, what's going on?
What's going on?
Someone just texted me. I probably have to get on my way.
You gonna get out of here?
Can you text for me while I'm on the phone, Rich? It's a text now thing.
All right.
Oh, it's James. I need to see James. Text him. Can you see it? I need to see James. Hold on. I have to go, you guys. James is one of my clients from like a million years ago. He's texting me now. I need to see him. So I might have to jump off unless Rich can do it. But I might need to jump off because I need to see this person. Hold on. I got to text him.